Okay, hello. The topic today is naming ionic compounds. How do we name ionic compounds? This will help a lot to remind you of what to do. So in naming ionic compounds, you start from here. Then you name the cation first, and then you name the anion second. Okay? Then you ask yourself, what type of cation? Is it cation from transition metal or from representative elements? If it's transition metal, that means it forms multiple. The cation, the element or the atom forms multiple ions. Okay, it can form more than one type of charge. Then, if it's from representative element, it's only one, can form only one type of charge. And also ask yourself, is it transition metal that behaves like representative elements? Like, is it silver? Is it zinc? Is it cadmium that forms only one type of cation? Or is it other, or is it cation that is representative elements that they behave like transition metal, but they're not, like tin and lead? Okay, those are the information you should know. And then in terms of anion, you ask yourself, is it binary, the one that is ends in IDE, or is it polyatomic ion? Which one is it? So this is very good because it helps you not to make mistake. So now you want to write your cation, because you write your cation, you write your anion, and you name them. You name the cation, then what is your cation? To remind you of the cation, you use this to figure it out. Is it, if it's calcium, that means it's Ca2 plus, okay? Like here. And if it's calcium, the name is calcium. The name as it is in periodic table, that's the same as the name of the cation. Then if it's anion, you have to, this is the anion name. The anions end in IDE. So if it's chloride, look at it, is from chlorine, then this is chloride. So you can get it from here. Now, this is an example. You have, let's say, start with this compound. You see this, then you write the cation of that, the anion of that. I name them. Calcium, chloride. That's it. You got it. If it's a transition metal, copper is transition metal, you have to figure out, which I'll show you in an example. I show you how to figure it out. If because if you transition metal, you have to have the charge in parentheses, okay? So this is copper 1 because there's 1 plus charge. Then anion name is oxide, copper 1 oxide, okay? So binary, when we say binary ionic compounds, it means composed of 2 elements. Binary ionic compound, in naming it, you name the metal ion first and then the non-metal second. That's it. Metal is always present as the positive ion, non-metal is always present as the negative ion. Then if it's the ionic compound contains transition metal, I'll show you how to figure out the number in Roman numeral, okay? I'll show you how to do that. It's not a very good, there's not very good explanation here, but I'll show you how to do that. So let's do an example, okay? Let's look at the examples. If I am given this formula, I want to name it. I'll write the cation, I'll write the anion. We did this in the previous videos. There's 2 of this, chloride 1, this one and this one. So there are 2 of them. So the charges are balanced, and the name, we look up calcium in the periodic table. The name doesn't change. The name of cation, calcium. We look up chloride in the chart, calcium chloride. Okay. For this one, okay, iron is transition metal. So since it's transition metal, we can look it up in the chart, in that main group elements with charge. Okay, it's not there. So you have to figure out the number of charge from the one we put in as Roman numerals. So we know that oxygen from the chart, we know is 2 negative, 2 negative. There are 3 of them, that's 6. There are 2 of this. If that is the case, 2 of this, you know, for this to be neutral, the charges have to balance. So if this is C, that means 2 of this will be C. So this will be this and this. So this will be iron 3 oxide. How do we get the oxide? We look it up here. Oxide is on the chart, but I wrote it down for easy reference. Okay. Then for this one, aluminum is not transition metal. So this is you name the cation, you name the polyatomic ion. Polyatomic ion. So SO4 is sulfate. So it's aluminum sulfate. Aluminum sulfate. That's it. Very easy. So the same thing here. Is not transition metal. Sodium bromide. Sodium bromide. That's it. Then this one is there's only one oxygen, 2 minus that means this is 2. 2 of them. If that is together, that means this is 1 plus, this is 1 plus. That's equals. So it will be copper 1 oxide. You see, I have it written here, copper 1 oxide. Normally, you look it up. Okay. With time, you will be able to say it without looking it up. The more practice you get, the more you get it. Then this one, okay, is not transition metal. Magnesium. You write magnesium nitrate. That's it. You name the cation, you name the polyatomic ion. Very good. What about if you have something like this? Yeah. If you have something like this, how will you name it? This is transition metal, and this is polyatomic ion. So this will be, there's 1 of this, there's 2 of this, right? So this will be copper 1 sulfate. Okay? So this example, you like binary compound, ionic compound, then we know ionic compound with transition metal, we name ionic compound with polyatomic ion. So that's very easy. You just have to remember the rules you follow. So to refresh your memory, you can get your cation from here. Okay. You can get your anion from here. The name of cation is the same as in periodic table. You name the cation, then the anion. The anion can be polyatomic ion. Okay. It can be the one that ends in IDE. Then it can be, the cation can be cation from transition metal. So for anion, you can get the names here. If it's polyatomic ion, you can get it from here. Okay. You don't have to sit and memorize everything. Okay. So all you have to do is to understand what you're supposed to do. That's the key. Do you understand it? Again, like here, you are giving this a name. You name the cation. This will be Al3 plus. The anion, fluoride, aluminum fluoride. That's it, because this is just binary, is not transition metal. This is not transition metal. Then for this one, name an ionic compound with polyatomic ion. You name the magnesium. Mg2 plus is the cation, sulfate, SO42 minus, magnesium. You name the cation, you name the anion, okay? And we saw how to figure out what to do with transition metal. So what I want you to do is to do these examples, show your work like I showed you in my demonstration, in the examples I gave you. Just follow that example, show your work properly so that you understand it. Pause the video and do the following, okay? And here are the answers. Make sure you show your work, okay? If I'll be grading it, you write only the answer. I won't give you any credit because I want to know if you really understood how to figure it out. I hope it makes sense. Thanks for watching.